Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with Coach Braun before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Handed to the back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Long way to go on second down. Running it to the right. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd knows when to bring it. Quick give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on second down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Childs. And he gets it away.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Sends it back in motion. Hits inside. It's Martin. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second and long here. They give it to him again. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
On the run, it's Martin. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out wide left, it's Richard.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Indiana!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To throw, it's Childs. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, he's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Tells the run, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to throw, it's Childs. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And these drops can be very frustrating because you know he wants the football, and he demands the football. Dadgum, receivers a lot of times will walk in the huddle, throw me the ball. I've heard worse stories than that and worse language, but calling for the football, got to make plays, man. That's how you get more balls thrown your direction.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Trying to burn this defensive back. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense all set and ready to crank things up. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Moves the pocket, it's Hoover. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Richard. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Richard. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback keep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the draw, it's Richard. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Richard. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout on the field. Northwestern has called it. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They punt it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, going to throw it. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Northwestern spends its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Offense gets set for second down. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Preston. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Marsh. There he goes. Inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Childs. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Second down to the air. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Finds a crease, it's Richard. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Richard. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Becker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the route is on.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And the extra point was good. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. The play fake. He's got it. Plows through the defense. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Moving the pocket, it's Childs. Looking deep. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Running inside, it's Richard. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw for it. Right side, it's Marsh. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The screen, and watch out! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And the Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. Drops back. It's Hoover. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reach. And 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Trying the left side. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Snowed under by the defense. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. They'll move the wide receiver. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Motion from the wideout. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Second and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Still looking to his right. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Third and long right here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. Got a little space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Hoover. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's shot. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Might as well run him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to establish the run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Got the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. All by himself down the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Northwestern! They'll try to tack one more on their score. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. Gives them a chance to put together a strategy here in the waning moments. From the gun, it's Richard. Runs through a tackle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Handoff again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There was some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.